And hello, folks. I'm meteorologist Tom Vick. Off a couple of days for Christmas, back now. Glad to be back. I hope you and your family had a tremendous Christmas, a blessed Christmas. And I think we'll kind of stay in Christmas mode for a couple of weeks. All right, looking at the view, mostly clear sky, just some high clouds. Once again, some fog, low overcast this morning. And let's go to another destination. That one, Alexandria, Live broadcasting on Texas Street. For Leesville, likewise, we're seeing the high clouds in that direction, maybe about the same amount of it. So a nice evening for Cenla. Coming up, though, there'll be 2 more warm days until the chill arrives. And how low will thermometers go? I've got the forecast. Need rain? There is some in the forecast also. And looking into 2026 with your 8 to 14 day outlooks. Remember, that's beyond the 7 day or week 2. Nothing showing up on radar. Things still not primed for convection just yet. But by Sunday night, when that strong cold front comes through, I think we'll certainly have a chance of something. Let's go into the satellite and radar. Front to the north of us, not anything for us. California continues to get hit by strong, moist systems. Flooding becoming an issue there. A little winter storm shaping up for friends up east. For us, though, we've been in springtime for a while. So how long will it last? Here's your future cast. So we've got a cold bubble there to the east. That's associated with the winter storm potential across the northeast. The atmospheric river system. So atmospheric river is just exactly what it says. It's a river of air, very moist air, in fact, and that produces very heavy rainfall amounts. That happening out west in between the warm bubble still holding here over central Louisiana. I'll put this in motion for you, and you can see that by Monday, 1 a.m., Sunday night, basically, very early Monday morning, we'll see another disturbance scooting across the United States to the north of us, all right? But on the backside, remember, this is grabbing cold air out of Canada and pulling it down on the backside. All right, so as that continues to move to the east, it opens the door for that cold air for us. Our friends up here right there see a second surge getting them, but missing us for the most part. And then by the end of next week, we start to shape into a little bit more of a moist pattern as we see a little bit of disturbed weather there right there across the central southern Rockies and some more energy laying off the west coast. Let's go into a future cast on the short term here for Cenla. So by Saturday morning for deer hunters, play around 7 o'clock, I think maybe some fog, patchy fog, high humidity, not much wind, just kind of the soupy stuff that you've been used to lately. Saturday at 10 o'clock, it's grocery time. So we've got a good forecast there. I think if there's fog, it will be lifting by then, but there's still be clouds hanging out. And then once we get into Saturday evening, it's entertainment time, and I don't think we see any issues there. Mid-morning church services, the forecast could be an isolated shower. I don't know. I'm pretty much holding for a PM thing on that. That could just be a model discrepancy there. But the cold front doesn't arrive until Sunday night. So a little patchy fog Saturday morning, high near 80, and I did forecast 80 for Sunday, so a very warm weekend ahead. Remember, we should be seeing 39 and 59 here, so you can see how much above normal it is. Monday, we see things change. If that cold front comes through Sunday night, a 60% chance of some showers. Could be some thunder rumbling around with that. Nothing severe, though, I don't see here. But the temperatures will be dropping. This is my old 65 at midnight, and your dinner time, say 6, 7 p.m., about 40 degrees. By midnight, it will be lower than 40 degrees, on its way to 29 for a low Tuesday morning. We get 47 for an average high in Cenla, partly cloudy days. 30% rain chance lingers into the wee hours there Monday. I think that will probably be over with by the time you would have to get out on your morning commute. Beautiful day Wednesday, but a cold start there, 26 for the average low. Some readings will be lower, and in mid 50s for your highs. And then coming into New Year's, as we get into the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we've got, of course, a forecast there where we've got temperatures trying to recover some, but only back to close to where we should be for this time of year, and a little bit of a 20% there for Friday. All right, so that's your forecast in the next 7 days. But let's go to week 2, where we've got your outlook for January 3rd through January 9th there. Typical for Sinlai is, again, 39 to 59 during that time frame. So above normal temperature is expected here across the area, near normal out west and up north. So let's see what holds as far as rainfall is concerned. Rainfall taking a little different pattern, with most of the United States above where it should be for this time of year. For us, that's about 1 1/3 inches. So if this outlook verifies, week 2, January 3 through 9, we should see more rain, or most rain gauges should see more rain than what we typically see. And as I said, that's 1 1/3 inches. Thanks for being with me here. Nick Nicholas will be with you in the morning, and I'll be back with you in the PM hours and in the forecast center. Have a super and safe and fun